What up, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report for Tuesday, May 5th, 2015, delivering some of the major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook or on Twitter, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, or on Twitter at The Enter Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com and search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to our page. Dave Goldberg, CEO of SurveyMonkey and husband of Facebook COO Sheryl Sandberg, confirmed that he died from a head trauma and blood loss after apparently falling off the treadmill at the Four Seasons resort near Punta Mita, Mexico, according to a spokesperson for the prosecutor's office at the Nayarit state, reported by the New York Times. His brother Robert Goldberg found him on the floor of the gym at the resort at around 7 p.m., and he was transported to Hospital San Javier in Nuevo Vallarta, Mexico, with weak vital signs and died there. The incident is thought to be an accident, as it appears that, quote, he fell off the treadmill and cracked his head open, the spokesperson said. Goldberg died Friday while exercising on vacation in Mexico, the New York Times reported. The source told the Times about the 47-year-old efforts to revive him at the gym and at a hospital were unsuccessful. A close source to the family said Goldberg was on vacation with family and friends when he collapsed. Sandberg was with her husband at a resort near Punta Mita in southwest Mexico, a government source told the Times. Goldberg's brother confirmed his death over the weekend using the language "passed away suddenly last night." The lack of a stated cause led to the rampant speculation online. Friends and peers of Goldberg took to Facebook to express their condolences in the days since his passing, while also wondering how he died. When Homebroom founder Hunter Walk posted about Goldberg's death, Spark Capital VC Mo Coffeeman responded, "Looks like heart attack, but they don't know for sure." Fox News anchor Shepard Smith apologized to viewers on Monday for an erroneous report by the network on a shooting by Baltimore police. Fox News reporter Mike Toblin reported firsthand that approximately 2:45 Eastern Standard Time, a guy running from the cops at an intersection he was characterized as the epicenter of recent unrest in the wake of the death of Freddie Gray was shot by an officer. Toblin said as he was running away, that officer drew his weapon and fired and struck the individual who was running away. It was a young black male, and from what he saw on the sidewalk as the crime scene unfolded there was a revolver laying on the ground. However, the Baltimore Police Department tweeted about 45 minutes after the reported incident that, quote, reports of a man being shot at North and Pennsylvania Avenue are not true. Officers have arrested a man for a handgun at a location. Toblin claimed to have witnessed the incident personally at the time. He said, quote, he ran right in front of us. I never saw the individual turn and do anything I would consider an aggressive act, but we did see the officer draw his weapon, and I counted one shot. Moments later, however, Fox News reporter Leyland Vered solicited a statement from a Baltimore police officer who refuted Toblin's account. Evidently, a man was arrested for opposing a handgun when discharged when he dropped it. Smith immediately took on the broadcast in studio to acknowledge the error, saying, sounds like what happened is we screwed up. Mike Toblin thought he saw somebody get shot, and there was a gun, and there was a patient on a stretcher, and what we have is nothing. Pop star Rihanna was really the belle of the ball on Monday at the Met Gala in New York, wearing a bright yellow guillope haute couture gown with a very long embroidered train. The singer stole the show on New York's most stylish night. The theme of this year's event for Anna Wintour's annual museum fundraising was China Through the Looking Glass, as Hollywood stars were joined by Wall Street executives and Silicon Valley billionaires at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. While fashionistas such as Anne Hathaway, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Jennifer Lawrence pulled out all the styles stopped as usual for the event, it was Rihanna who really set social media on fire with her flamboyant ensemble. The bright canary yellow was a sharp contrast to the red carpet as the Grammy winner was helped up the stairs by 4 assistants. The gown was reportedly handmade by one woman and took 2 years to make. When asked what her mother thought of the dress, Rihanna replied, quote, I'm so covered so she would be happy, according to USA Today. One star who certainly was not covered was Beyonce, whose see-through sheer Givenchy gown was considered by many to be a fashion fail of the night. In a big news featuring riots and unrest in Baltimore, NBC Nightly News was the filling-in Lester Holt took total viewers over ABC World News Tonight with David Muir for the first time in a month. For the week of April 27th, Nightly News attracted 7,726,000 million, 7,726,000 viewers versus ABC's 7,687,000 viewers. ABC won the ad-coveted 25 to 54 demo with 1,856,000 viewers versus 1,726,000 viewers. CBS Evening News with Scott Peely ranked third with 6,576,000 viewers and 1,430,000 viewers. The victory for NBC stopped the troubling trend for the Peacock network. ABC's David Muir winning total viewers consistently after he broke NBC's 5-year total viewers streak at the end of March. Holt anchored from Baltimore during the week and interviewed Freddie Gray's family Monday night. The victory comes amid continuous stories about suspended anchor Brian Whaling's future or lack thereof with the network. Adam Driver didn't make the Vanity Fair Star Wars cover, but he did make the cut in the behind-the-scenes video that reveals the girl star is indeed on the dark side of the Force. A quick glimpse of the actor being photographed on set by Annie Leibovitz reveals him wearing the same garb as the hooded figure wielding a red lightsaber in the first teaser trailer for the upcoming Disney movie. Director J.J. Abrams previously revealed the character's name to be Kylo Ren. The video also revealed another high-profile cast member, Lupita Nyong'o. Fans may not be able to recognize the Oscar winner when episode number 7 of the Star Wars saga hits theaters December 18th, though. She plays Maz Kanata, a CGI character. The Vanity Fair video gives a glimpse of Nyong'o performing motion capture on set with tracking dots covering her face. In a related story, the next Star Wars anthology movie due in 2018 that recently lost director Josh Trank will be a Boba Fett origin story, confirming one of the many rumors that have appeared online in the last several months. A representative for Disney has no comment. Boba Fett is a Mandalorian warrior who was trained by his father figure Jango Fett and became a notorious bounty hunter throughout the galaxy. His travels led him to work for the Empire, collaborate with Darth Vader, and take assignments from figures such as Jabba the Hutt, for whom he once captured Han Solo. The beloved character was primarily played by English actor Jeremy Bollich in The Empire Strikes Back and The Return of the Jedi. The first standalone anthology film will be Gareth Edwards' Star Wars Rogue One, which will star Felicity Jones, Ben Mendelsohn, and Riz Ahmed. That film follows a group of resistance fighters who unite for a daring mission to steal the plans for the Death Star. With Rebel Spy as the focus of Rogue One, the next anthology film will explore the rich world of the bounty hunters in the Star Wars galaxy. Writer-producer Simon Kinberg has been closely involved in the creative process for the second anthology film, which is set in a separate movie universe that is not associated with Star Wars The Force Awakens in the upcoming 8th and 9th episodes. Trank, who directed Chronicle and the new Fantastic Four movie, exited the Untitled Project on Friday afternoon, which he claimed was his decision. However, insiders have told The Wrap that Disney initiated the departure over concerns regarding what many perceive as, quote, erratic behavior during the production of Fantastic Four, which was produced by Kinberg. Trank said, "After years of having the incredible honor of developing with the wonderful and talented people at Lucasfilms, I made a personal decision to move forward on a different path. I put a tremendous amount of thought into this, and I know deep down in my heart that I want to pursue some original creative opportunities." Trank said, who cited as a nasty flu as the reason why he missed the Star Wars celebrations in April, though insiders suggested that Disney asked him not to attend. Disney and Lucasfilm czar Kathleen Kennedy will begin searching for a new director who could very well be hired before Rogue One starts production this summer in advance of its 2016 release. The Dancing with the Stars Season 20 contestants have twice the opportunity to impress the judges on Monday, but also doubled the risk of going home. While they are all safe for the time being, 2 couples will be eliminated on Tuesday based on the combined scores and votes from last week and this week. One performer who shouldn't be too worried was Rumor Willis, who earned a perfect score after she and Val Chemerinsky blew away the competition. Their classic rumba got both mom Demi Moore and sister Tallulah on their feet, applying, as Juliana Hupp told them, that was gold. In the shake-up for the quarterfinals, the hopefuls for the Mirror Ball Trophy also did a trio challenge when they were joined by another pro. Artemin Chivinestov partnered with Rumor and Val, who once again achieved perfection. Other hits of the night were Riker Lynch and partner Sharna Burgess, who delivered an awesome jazz dance. Derek Huff hasn't been able to dance since injuring his foot, but at least he could join in for Natishka Lukin and Sasha Farber's Game of Thrones Paso Doble by sitting on a majestic throne. which host Tom Bergeron calls, quote, some of the best broken-toe dancing you're ever going to see. DirecTV unveiled its first quarter 2015 earnings on Tuesday before the U.S. stock market opened, reporting earnings per share (EPS) of $1.44 on $8.14 billion in revenue, falling below industry predictions ahead of a pending merger with AT&T. Wall Street analysts have forecast EPS of $1.53 on $8.47 billion in revenue, according to Yahoo Finance. TheStreet.com forecast the same. The company cited a lower adjusted operating profit as the main reason behind missing the mark on its projections. There were also foreign currency implications that didn't help matters. DirecTV did add 60,000 new subscribers, a 48,000 gain compared to the same time last year. The subscriber gain was supported by the lowest churn rate in 6 years. The company closed the month of March with 20,412 million U.S. subscribers. President and CEO Mike White lauded his company's subscriber gains. He said, our U.S. business generated another strong quarter of results, further demonstrating our company's strong execution as well as product and brand leadership. In the quarter, our focus on high-quality new customers combined with an improving economy to earn our lowest first-quarter churn rate in 6 years. Just as impressive was our highest first-quarter ARPU growth in 5 years, as well as we continue to generate demands for higher-end service and packages, as well as successfully pass through programming cost increase to our customers. He also commented on the lingering deal with AT&T. He said, we remain confident that our transaction with AT&T will close in the second quarter, and we are excited to carry our strong operating momentum forward to help create a unique new market-leading company. The company holds its earnings calls at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Arnold Schwarzenegger appeared on The Late Late Show with James Corden on Monday to promote his new zombie drama, Maggie, and the action star helped Corden act out iconic scenes from some of his biggest movies, much like Tom Hanks did during Corden's debut. The two started off with classics like Conan the Barbarian and Pumpin' Iron before shifting to Schwarzenegger's most recent fare like The Expendables. Schwarzenegger asked, are we doing Expendables 1, number 1, 2, or 3? Corden responded, well, what's the difference? Schwarzenegger responded, I don't know, I've never seen any of them. Predator was next, with Corden taking over the role of the last man standing Dutch, in addition to Get to the Chopper. Schwarzenegger also blessed Corden with the unforgettable line, you're one ugly motherfucker. Corden went on to perform a truly disturbing rendition of Jamie Lee Curtis's striptease from True Lies before shifting seamlessly between Kindergarten Cop and Last Action Hero. Maggie opens in selected theaters and on VOD on May 8th. Jimmy Fallon has proven himself to be quite the musician over recent months, and on Monday's episode of The Tonight Show, he was joined by another star who loves to sing. Comedian Jack Black and Fallon pulled off a surprisingly convincing rendition of More Than Words as they reenacted the 1990 ballad by Extreme. Wearing very long wigs and serious soulful expressions, Black hit the high notes as Fallon strummed on an acoustic guitar. Shot in black and white, the performance was almost identical to the iconic video featuring Extreme members Nuno Betancourt and Gary Cherone as the pair mimicked the action shot for shot. While best known for his comedic roles in films such as Shallow Hal, Tropic Thunder, and Nacho Libre, Black also fronts the rock band Tenacious D, which has released 3 albums since forming in 1994. And finally, after 3 decades on the air, David Letterman deserves a show about his show. David Letterman, A Life on Television, celebrated the career of the veteran late-night host on Monday as he entered his final month on The Late Show. The CBS special aired in the primetime spot at 9:30 p.m. before Letterman welcomed President Obama on to the show for the last time. Hosted by Ray Romano, who told viewers, quote, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for David Letterman. The show that took a look back at the 6,028 episodes that Letterman has hosted over the years. Among the memorable clips were a very young Justin Bieber showing one of his first tattoos, Letterman dropping an F-bomb with C.M. Miller, Howard Stern taking off his pants and jiggling his belly, and the late Chris Farley doing cartwheels onto the set before falling over a chair. Other beloved snippets of television history included Tom Cruise, Robin Williams, Steve Martin, Bill Murray, Meryl Streep, Joan Rivers, and John Malkovich. Of course, the iconic top 10 list was remembered with a mashup of some of the classic countdowns of the years, such as the number 1 tip from Betty White for living a long life. Her response was, don't waste your time watching this crap. Not all of the action took place in the studios. A montage of Letterman's adventures outside showed him throwing footballs down 53rd Street, taking orders at a fast food drive-thru, and capulating fruit off a roof. Viewers also got to see some of the musical guests that Letterman has hosted, such as U2, Barry White, Paul McCartney, Bob Dylan, and Beyonce, as well as President Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, and President Obama. No retrospect would be completed without Letterman's Animal Stars as the best of stupid pet tricks, which featured along with a collection of more exotic creatures who have invaded the studio. In a fitting move to close out his legacy, Letterman paid homage to the man who gave him his biggest break on late night, Johnny Carson. While most of the clips were lighthearted fun, Letterman also looked back at what was no doubt the hardest show of his career following the 9/11 attacks. He said, before reminding viewers, watching all this, I wasn't sure I should be hosting a television show. New York City is the greatest city in the world. The final episode of The Late Show with David Letterman airs May 20th on CBS. Stephen Colbert is set to take over for Letterman in September. And with just 13 episodes hosting The Late Show, Letterman has become a viral sensation on Monday. A special social media hashtag tribute of hashtag Thanks Dave sparked a slew of messages to the CBS late night host on Monday as fans remember their favorite moments over the past 33 years. Among the tweets were messages from stars who have appeared on the show over the decades, as well as loyal viewers who have grown up watching Dave every night. The flood of emotional tributes coincide with the airing of David Letterman, A Life of Television, that aired last night on CBS as a retrospect, and on Monday before Letterman welcomed President Obama onto the show for the last time. And that is your entertainment report for Tuesday, May 5th, 2015. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some of the major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment. You can follow the show on Facebook or on Twitter, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, or on Twitter at The Enter Report. You can listen to this show or this episode anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Have a great day, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.